My name is Dr. Vanessa Lapointe. I'm a registered psychologist, parenting educator, and a mom to 2 growing boys. And as part of our holiday series, I want to talk with you about how to stay connected this Christmas when maybe we can't be actually physically together. This has been the year of having to figure out what the workarounds are, of having to adapt, and of having to really land with how resilient the human spirit is. And good news, we actually can be connected in very meaningful ways, even if we cannot be physically together. First of all, there's some really interesting research looking at how it translates for our brains and our hearts and our souls to be connected across space. And what we know is that the more proximal, or the more the interaction approximates a real interaction, the better off we're going to be for having had that connection. So when you can introduce the voice, it already gets better than just sending a text message or an email. When you can introduce the voice together with the face, now we're talking, because now we've been able to bring into the interaction some of the kinds of cues that we're used to as human beings, given that we are a social species. Those things really do matter. Another idea for staying connected across the distance this holiday season is to think about activities that you can do in tandem with friends or family who are scattered around the country or the globe. You can think about family traditions that you might have play out over Zoom or otherwise online. You can think about gift exchanges. You can think about other kinds of things that you might have going on concurrently with other family members or friends so that you can be connected in that way. And you might also think about ways that you can actually have parties and be with one another that are across space. And so you can do that depending on what the restrictions are in your part of the world. You can do that by being physically distanced, and maybe there's different gingerbread building stations set up around, or maybe you have figured out a way to have everybody teleport in via some kind of online platform, and everybody's sort of engaged in the same activity. And so there's a lot of ways, if you can just allow your mind to bend, to be creative and be flexible, that we actually can come together at a time when we physically maybe cannot be together. And through all of that, what I want you to remember is that our children are watching us. They are watching us not so much for the actual activities that we are undertaking, but more so for the energy that we are exuding in those activities. And they will remember this Christmas, again, not for those activities, but for your energy and how that energy made them feel. So go with the feeling, go with creating magic in whatever unique and interesting way you happen to come up with. And this holiday season will then be a magical one for all, connected while apart.